Hey, hi, Cindy. It's so good to see you again. So, I kept thinking about the time that we had the team building in Club Med. I just feel like this whole timing of it is simply unbelievable, right? It's as if we were all rushing for this final time slot of the year for having, everyone to come together for this offsite. And yeah, it's so surreal when I think about that sharp timing that we have, because soon after our team building, this whole coronavirus crisis just unfolded and all of our lives just changed forever. So yeah, and thank you so much for inviting me back again for bringing this mindfulness meditation program to App Annie. So right now I'm making this video as a trailer for the team. I hope to excite everyone and encourage everyone to join in next Wednesday, 3rd of June. And thank you so much for your time to share a few of your thoughts with the team as well. So I have a few questions for you. And well, the first one is, you are the one who initiated this program. So perhaps you can share with your team at Annie, why did you, think of bringing this program to your people?
Yeah, so I think the theme of this self-care and well-being, I think it's extremely important. I've learned it the hard way at work a couple of years ago. When you don't care about yourself, or if you don't put the well-being as a priority, you suffer health-wise, and it actually impacts what you deliver, what you do to your professional life, to your personal life. So for everyone on the team, I want everyone to feel self-care, self-well-being is your top priority. And it's the top priority for me and for the company that each of our team members are doing well and have good health and well-being. Because without that, I don't think we can deliver to our optimal level.
Yeah, wow. Yes, I totally agree with you. It's just like they were using the scenario on the airplane, right? You always put on the mask on yourself first before you help the others, and this is so true. Through this whole crisis, all the strength has to come from inwards. The inner strength. And give yourself the ability to thrive through this crisis. I guess the whole world, yep.
Oh, yeah, and I think at this time, and I certainly feel it myself, that sometimes it's hard to make that break and to separate that, it's like work is creeping into your life, right? Yeah. And it's literally creeping into your personal life. And we need to be very mindful, and that, all right, we need to have those moments where you just need to take care of yourself and make sure we all have the mechanism to break away.
Yeah. And to App Annie, all of you who are watching this video, I think I'm really touched by this initiative by Cindy, because I think your whole intention is you just want the team to make sure they take a break, right? They all deserve a break, and that's why you have to introduce this program to make sure that everyone, at least once a week, you have that 30 minutes, to allow yourself to rest, to calm down, and to enjoy, the inner peace, to regain strength.
Yeah, what better way than to be able to do that together as a team?
Oh, yes.
And as a broader team. So I'm really looking forward to this, for us to not just Zoom in with each other in business meetings, but Zoom in with each other when we just want to care for each other and care for ourselves.
Yeah, and And I feel so deeply. I mean, I've been in the corporate world, working with big teams and all that. And in the last 1 year, I have been a solo solo player in my own doing my own mindfulness and meditation enterprise. And I thought I have gotten used to being alone. So this whole isolation should be, not as challenging for me. But surprisingly, I'm realizing that even I need to be, in constant connection with people. And I'm so happy that I'm now also given this opportunity right on the wave that with this program, that I'll be able to connect once again with everyone in App Annie and to feel that familyness, the collective energy. So we have actually, besides in the 30 minutes meditation session, besides me sharing some of the meditation technique, actually the interesting part is that for the first 10 minutes, we are going to give it to the team. So every week we are going to invite someone from your team to share, perhaps it's a question about, and this whole theme that we're going to kick off with is about managing stress, right? So we all thought it's a no-brainer. It's probably resonate in every one of us. And so every week we will have a topic. Starting from next week is stress from the clients, and followed by the second week is stress from the workplace, and then stress from home. And the final week, we are going to talk about stress from ourselves, self-inflicted pressure. So we're going to invite one or two of the team members to really jump into this call, go live with me, and share with everyone some of the thoughts they have, or even how they are, coping with it. And actually, that leads to I have two more questions for you, Cindy.
Okay.
So I think in a way, or in many aspects, the whole world has really felt this pandemic crisis is like a huge wake-up call, right? To re-look into the way we are living, and to perhaps even reset the way we are living. So can you share with us, what is the one thing that you have learned about yourself during this whole crisis?
Well, maybe I'll share a couple of things.
Yeah, okay.
One, I definitely like the more leisurely morning where I don't have to rush and get through traffic and get to work. I think I've been good at finding entertainment within a confined space. So finding and learning new things. I like wearing sweats and no shoes during work.
Okay. Is that a new discovery that you actually like barefoot? I like more down to earth, right? Connecting to Mother Earth.
Much more down to and I also learned there's definitely a greater focus on health and eating well, not just because of the you need to take care of your health to avoid the virus, but also having more time to focus on what I'm eating. And since most of the eating is done at home, so just a lot more healthy around what is it that I take in.
Do you have some...
Unfortunately, I haven't actually learned how to cook any better.
Okay.
Luckily, I have someone that cooks well and for me every day.
Right. I was going to ask you if you want to introduce some of your recipes to the
unfortunately, no.
Okay, but I think you have always been a very fitness conscious, health conscious person. So you think that you are more so than ever since this pandemic outbreak?
Well, I wasn't always health conscious. Again, it was because of a period that I went through where I was so stressed and unhealthy that that I got into the meditation, mindfulness, and then actually working out. That was about maybe 3 years ago. And I think the pandemic has definitely made it harder. Because I like going to gyms, I like a group class, and we don't have that. But now, I still try to keep that regular routine. And so most of it is, I do some Zoom classes with my CrossFit gym that is like offering some of those classes, so I could still maintain a sense of competitiveness against those that I work out with.
Where are you going to find those huge tires? I always see you pushing those.
I have no tires to flip. That's the part I really miss. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So actually, you probably answered part of the last question I want to ask you is, how, if you can share with us how you actually cope, during this crisis, especially in terms of stress. It's now almost, 10 o'clock at night, and you actually just finished another meeting or conference call with Team India. It seems like our good old days, right?
Yeah.
So our conference calls is 24/7. But so how are you coping with so much on your plate, and some more you were able to think about your team that is located in different parts of the world. Yeah, and you yourself in your home, your own, everything, right? All aspects. How are you coping with all these?
So there are a couple of things. Like during the day, I always take mini breaks. So luckily, I have a Fitbit on that reminds me to take a certain number of steps each hour. So I do have a target goal of a number of steps for the day. Then, if needed, if I find myself not able to focus, I will do a 20-minute meditation.
Wow.
And I've always felt that after a meditation, just 20 minutes, it helps me to bring my focus back.
Right.
And also, I think during this time with the pandemic, it's just finding and learning new skills and just stimulate yourself. And there's so many learning classes out there. So I attended a webinar over the weekend on Christie's art auction. How do you evaluate art?
Wow.
Wine tasting. I've listened to more podcasts. I'm able to listen to more podcasts than I've been before. So I think it's just continue to pick those new skills.
Wow. Yeah, I think that's really true. Picking up new skills, even myself, right? We were just joking about it earlier on. I didn't expect myself to now become a YouTuber. Never in my life. So, but because of this whole lockdown, my studio has to close. No group classes allowed. It actually forced me out of my comfort zone, and I have to go online. And to be honest, 2 months ago when I started my first video, I was really struggling. It's just so weird to talk to the camera, and I have to figure out how to do the lightings, the sound, and learn all the techie stuff, editing videos and all that. So but it actually helped me uncovered a whole new area of interest with me, and that new interest actually kept me going, or a bit distracted, so that I stop thinking about the negative side of this lockdown or this isolation and all that. I have something interesting to focus on. Finally, so next Wednesday, 3rd of June, will be our first class. Is there anything?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, for both APAC and EMEA team. So is there anything you want to tell everybody, to encourage them to hop on the class?
Yeah, I encourage everyone to join. I'm really excited by this. Not only because I truly believe that just having those skills and having those regular practice around mindfulness and meditation helps in your day-to-day activity. I think this is just a good opportunity for us as team across 2 regions to be coming together. So even that part just really excites me.
Yeah, sounds really good. Okay. All right. So thanks so much, Cindy. And I'll see you soon next week together with the
Thanks, Silvia.
All right.